loves, welcome back to my channel. I do hope you're doing well. Guys, we have a video that a lot of you have been DMing me and requesting me, and I know it's a tad little late this year, but we are here to see how much YouTube paid me for last year. Now, I am very transparent with these videos, guys. It is not me bragging or showing off by any means, but I always found when I started, and you do look into YouTube to see, like, can you actually make any money from it? And there is this whole big secrecy thing. And I don't understand the secrecy, guys, because if it wasn't for you watching, YouTube wouldn't be able to fund or pay people. So I am always very transparent. If you've seen these videos from previous years, you know how we do it. We go month by month. I don't just say, I own this, done. I speak a bit about like what happened that month. We look at the views, the hours, subscribers, all things and bits like that. So it kind of gives you a bit of a breakdown if you've started and you want to see how you can get on, or even if you just want to be a little bit nosy. And yes, Squeaky Chair is here, guys. So I am not divulging the full total. That will be somewhere in this video, but I just don't see the secrecy with the whole topic. And as I say, by no means am I bragging or anything like that. This is just what I have been fortunate enough to earn through the many videos that I've done. I actually looked earlier, guys. So I've been doing it for just over 3.5 years, I think it is. We're actually coming up the end of this month to our anniversary. Oh my goodness, actually, let's look when the first video went live, because that will tell me. When did it go live? Our first video was the 29th of March 2020. So end of this month, I'm doing it 4 years. Wow. God, if you've been with me since them early days, thank you. I have been doing it for 4 years, as I say, and I have done 889 videos, it said. In 4 years. I think that's pretty good going, guys. And because now when you go onto a YouTuber's page, it shows you how many videos they have. And I actually looked on the ones that I've been following for years, and some of them are nowhere near that. So I'm like, either I'm overproducing content, which people don't want to see, or I'm just putting a lot more into the channel in a way. And as I say, I'm very limited on time. If this was my full-time job, oh God, guys, you would see me 24/7. I mean, you'd probably be sick of that. But what I am sick of is Squeaky Chair. I do apologise, guys. But let's stop rabbiting. I've got all of my analytics and all the stuff that I need to on here. So let's get into it, shall we? Right. So kicking off with January. So January, February, they go like doo-doo. They plummet. I don't know why, but it seems autumn and winter, YouTube push the content. Autumn and winter seem to be the big months. Like, that is where those 4 months, for me anyway, that I found, those 4 months are where you earn your money. The rest of the year kind of just plods along. If you have maybe like a travel vlog or a challenge or something like that, it might pick itself up. But in generally, I think September to December is where you earn your money. So January, we had 114,173 views. So not too bad at all. And with that, it was 38.3 thousand watch hours. That still baffles me. I'm like, people sit there for that amount of time. Obviously not in one go, it's an accumulative. Can you imagine sitting there 38,000 hours? Oh my good. And I earned, what was that? Oh no, I didn't earn. I gained 139 subscribers in that month. So I think now I average between 100 to maybe like 120 on a normal good month. So this was like a standard month over there. But what you do is you do find, like, after Christmas, you may get people who are still watching Christmas content. So January can be like the back end of a good month. For me, January, as I say, is normally a little bit slower. Picks up towards maybe Easter, you get a few little bits, and then travel. You guys, you absolutely seem to love my travel vlogs, whether that be a log cabin, whether that be going away, whether that's just 24 hours somewhere. You absolutely love that. So yes, with all of that, on that month I earned £562.33. So that was kind of for like a coming out of Christmas, settling back in. You might still have a little bit extra than you would do on a normal month, because you obviously still have the Christmas flow. Now February, I don't quite know what happened in February, guys, but it went up. I don't know what happened. I don't know if people had been watching more of the Christmas content, but the views were pretty much the same. It was 113.4 thousand views. So it was only like 0.8 difference of the views. The watch hours, however, was longer. So I might have had more longer vlogs in there. I know you probably would have had like a Galentine's vlog, a Galentine's guide, stuff like that. And it was 43.3 thousand watch hours. So 5,000 extra hours. On that month, again, I don't know what happened. This is the thing. A lot of people think with YouTube, it's very set in stone. YouTube is like this. One month you can be here, then you can be there, then you can go through the roof, then you can settle. Like, it is very much, you see what happens when you put it out there. That's the name of the game, I think. That month I gained 177 subscribers. So that is a lot. For me, I don't even probably normally gain that towards coming into autumn months. Like, that was a big month for me. And looking at this, it was like 26th, 27th of Feb was when I started to really hit more. It might be that there was like Galentine's vlogs and memory days, stuff like that, and challenges. The challenges always seem to do really good. And that month I earned £702.86. So as you can see from last month, just by having them 5,000 extra views, I earned myself like about 150 quid extra. Well, I say I earned, you earned me that, guys, as I say, because I'm not someone to sit here and be like, I earned that. I didn't, because if no one watched me, we wouldn't earn anything. So it's through you guys watching me and watching the ads and liking and interacting and thumbs up in. All of that stuff accumulates, and then YouTube decides what it wants to pay you, basically. So thank you very much. And that's why any money that I have is invested back into the channel, and I'll go through all of that at the end as well, my lovelies. So March come along. I don't know. March just went even higher. I don't know what happened, guys. The views dropped slightly. It was 135,700 views. However, the watch time went up again. It went up to 52.1 thousand watch hours. So that's almost like 8,000 more than the previous year. And the subscribers went up again. The subscribers went up to 185 I gained that month. So from like January, we had 139, then 177, and now 185. With this one, the revenue that I got, I have never seen this. As I say, I'm still a baby in all of this. The channel is 4 years old end of the month, so I am like a tiny little fish. I hadn't seen this type of money outside of like Christmas months, for example. On the month of March, I earned £983.91. March is supposed to be a normal month. I feel like that there was a lot of challenges, and also this would have been when my log cabin went up. And so again, I think my log cabin videos, let me just have a look, because I'm sure log, that's all I look. Oh yeah, so that went live the 21st of February. So that would be the increase for February and March, because that is actually my highest video, guys. That's got 27,000 views. So thank you so much. I mean, it's literally me in a log cabin on my own. But yeah, and also thank you so much for all of the support on the latest log cabin vlog. Dan was like, oh, has it gone live? I'm like, yes, it has gone live. And there is so much that I had to crop out and filter down and everything like that. But the bits I kept in are the bits that we wanted you to see. And as I say, there were some bits I couldn't crop him out. So you may have got the little glimpses of his face, which from the comments I've got, you guys have. And you seem to have welcomed him into the channel likewise. So thank you so much for that. Oh, I've just realised my hair's looking a little bit poodle-fied, isn't it? I just caught myself like, no. So yes, thank you for all the love on that. And let's try and get that to beat my solo one, eh? Because otherwise he's not going to be happy. He'll be like, come on, we need to go on another break. I'll be like, my bank balance cannot afford that right now. Coming into April, we are still tracking at like a high level, I think, for a normal month. 123,700 views. That's still like, it's dropped from the 135, but it's still high. 50,900 watch time in hours. Like, we're still hitting the big numbers on that. And I gained 141 subscribers. So you might think, Shan, you've lost like 40, but this is where it starts to kind of plateau out. I always say, I think personally YouTube is autumn and winter content. However, for other creators and anything like that, whatever your niche for your channel is, if you're an avid traveler, like summer will be your part. I don't know what I can bring to my content in the summer because I don't really go away in the summer. My holidays are always like September, October. I like my winter sun. I do like a bit of winter sun. So if there's anything that you want to see me get up to maybe in the summer, please do let me know down below. As I say, I think we might have, well, I think there will definitely be a lot more memory days because me and Mum have got plenty to book. Me and Dan have got some to sort out. So that will definitely be on the cards. But is there anything in particular that you would like to see us go and do, whether that be me and Dan, me and Mum, me solo? I mean, me solo, probably not going away on holiday again. I don't think. Dan was like, no more solo holidays, please. I was like, okay. But anything at all that you want to see, I will, of course, pop it in the book that has all of the ideas and suggestions from you guys. So I gained 141 subscribers, and in the month of April I earned £865.21. So again, still a very stable amount. I mean, I was used to, this time last year, I think I was averaging about 400 a month. So I started off in January with the 562, and then it just went up, up, up. And then we get into May. May is my birthday month. And now this one shocked me because I didn't understand how we'd got to this amount. So it was my least views of the year so far. It was 118,900. So it starts to, as I say, it goes up, down, up, down. Watch time was 42,400. So okay, we dropped considerably because the month before we was in the 50s. So now it's like, is the content not getting pushed as much? Are people choosing not to watch it? Obviously people start going on holidays and everything like that. I still gained a solid amount, 147 subscribers, which was a good amount. As I say, for a standard month, I didn't think I would get that. I would normally average about 100 or so. But I earned my second highest for this year so far, well, last year. I earned £942.89. Considering 2 months before, I earned 983, but I obviously had about 20,000 more views. I don't know how YouTube works its algorithm. I really don't, guys. I'm looking at May and I'm thinking, May is a bank holiday, and you know me, whether it's a UK bank holiday, Scotland, Ireland, whatever bank holiday it is within the United Kingdom, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, and us, I do back-to-back uploads. So whenever there's a bank holiday, I always do the uploads. I'm thinking with this one, because it was May, you have May, the first bank holiday, and then May, the bank holiday at the end. So that could be a reason why the content was a bit higher, or maybe people was just watching more ads because the videos would have been longer, a lot of vlogs I would have thought in there. But yeah, that went to a really good month. And then again, this is baffles. We hit into June, halfway point, guys. 110,700 views. So okay, it's coming down slightly. We're still in the hundreds though. 37.3 thousand watch hours. So we're starting to get back to the watch hours that we was in January. 111 subscribers gained. So again, we're starting to plateau. We're getting nearer to that 100 mark. But in that month, I earned £968.27. Make of it what you will, but I have no idea, because personally, I would look at that and think, the views have gone down, you haven't gained as many subscribers, how on earth have you earned that much? I don't know, guys, I really don't. I definitely feel, looking at this, the first part of June is high, so I feel that's through like the bank holidays, and then it seems to just be a bit sporadic in the middle. It's not a constant. The thing with YouTube, it is very up and down. And I don't know, as I say, people, oh, squeaky chair. By watching the ads, that really does help. By putting a thumbs up and liking it, leaving a comment, all of this algorithm, it works. Even if there's people out there that leave negative comments and thumbs down, or just watch it to not do anything, it still all counts. So that's why I kind of say thank you to everyone, whether you're an avid follower, hater, you don't like me, you're still watching, and it still puts money in my pocket. So you have to say thank you, don't you, in one way. Whether the algorithm works or it doesn't, something's happening, because the figures don't lie. So something is definitely working there, guys. July, I can see end of the month started to spike because it was Mum's birthday. So there would have been birthday vlogs, everything like that. I also would have started doing, looking at the dates of these, would have been starting to prep for the holiday. Little bits of maybe like a packing, well, I didn't actually do a packing guide. More like outfits, like starting to get the haul bits, getting the summer outfit guides, stuff like that, you know, guys. So it dropped down to 35.5 thousand watch hours, but this is the biggest. We gained 245 subscribers. That was the first time we was hitting the 240s, and again, it was middle of the year. There was no need for, I say no need, but I wasn't putting out any like seasonal content. It was just normal. So what was I doing there? I don't know if it was an influx. I still feel though that the log cabin vlog from February, March time, I still think that had an effect throughout the running year, because I had that pinned to the top of my page if you went on my channel. So I do think maybe that brought a little bit of notice. Like people looked at that and then maybe went on to my old Dominican vlogs and maybe everything like that. And even though I earn the most on the subscribers, I gained the 245, the earnings went down a little. But as I say, the views, the hours, they start to go down and you start to, oh, Footlooser here, plateau about. So I earn on the month of July £809.21. Moving into August, this is where August for me is always a quiet month. It just absolutely plateaus. August and September, they kind of just flatten out a little. So with August, it was 93.3 thousand views. Oh, little running commentary. And that was 26,500 watch hours. So as you can tell, that almost halved from some of the months. I still gained a good amount of subscribers. I gained 129. Oh, I mean, what would a video be without Footloose, guys, eh? What would it be? And the amount I earned that month was £661.88. So that I feel was definitely like in the run up to the holidays. So the content may have like missed a couple. I wouldn't say missed, because I never miss an upload. If I don't do the upload on that day, I do it another day, or you'll have back to back. I will always make sure that the upload is there. Coming into September, and we kind of took a little bit of a dip. So September onwards, for me this year didn't peak in autumn and winter. I say in terms of didn't peak when you compare it to last year. September, as I say, was the holiday vlogs. There was a lot of things that happened, and I actually lost a lot of subscribers through the months of September and October. But you know what? It doesn't matter, because the subscribers I have now are the ones that have stuck by me, and yeah, there's no judgment here on this channel, but unfortunately it doesn't float everyone's boat. So in September, I had 96,400 views. So again, we're under the 100. That equivalated to 30,200 watch hours. I gained 83 subscribers. So on that, I think in September, I lost about, I think when we calculated, it was well over 250 subscribers. Which, this is the thing that I actually want to make a point of and saying, when people think that leaving a comment or trolling or anything like that, it's just leaving a comment and venting. What people don't understand is this is actually people's jobs. Like, if this was my sole job and I was banking on my autumn and winter content being up there and providing my income, that would have had and has had a massive financial impact on myself. And I think people need to think of the bigger picture nowadays with leaving comments and everything like that. If you really have something to say to that person and you have means of saying it privately, whether that be through a text, a call, their personal social media away from YouTube, that is a far better and more adult-like way of dealing with things, as opposed to leaving comments under random accounts or fake names, anything like that, because you do affect someone's pocket. And I've seen many a case where the people who have done this have actually ended up being prosecuted, because the YouTubers, far bigger than myself, will have a team and be like, right, this. The police will very simply go and find that IP address, they will prosecute the person, and they will get fined to reimburse that said person however much. My situation, kind of similar. It was notified to the authorities, and then it was to my decision to progress or not. Through the circumstances that mine was, I chose to give benefit of the doubt. Looking back, should I have given the benefit of the doubt? Absolutely not. I think I should have just stuck to my guns and stuck to the guns of Brogan, because Brogan and likewise many of yous were my administrators when all this was happening in Jamaica, and I should have took your advice and done what the authorities asked. But I thought, you know what, I'll be the bigger person. But now, my darlings, I feel, where does the bigger person get you? So if anything like that was to evolve again, which, touch wood, I don't want my channel to become like a field for slander and trolling and everything like that. That's not what this channel is about. This is a channel where you can come, have a laugh and get on with your day. And as I say, try and escape the realities of the world. I mean, half the time I would love to escape the realities of my world with Footloose and all the dramas here. But yeah, I don't think now, looking back, that I should have been as lenient, because when you see the figures of this, it really did affect the channel, and it probably is still affecting the channel now to a certain degree. I know it definitely affects sometimes the content I put up, because it's almost like, you know, if you're in Big Brother. So I know I keep seeing that Big Brother started again, but they're in that house for entertainment purposes, right? You're being watched 24/7, and people are watching whether they like you, hate you, everything like that. My community and our channel here has always been a positive one. We can deal with constructive criticism, we can deal with everything like that, but what we don't stand for on this channel is just downright rudeness, bullying, harassment, stuff like that we don't deal with. And looking back over it, I think, you should have actually maybe put your foot down. And as I say, if anything untoward was to happen with the channel again, I wouldn't even hesitate to go through the proper channels, because I just think it's not here for people to stalk, for people to use it against someone, to look at it maliciously, to slander it in group chats and have it for their entertainment. If you're watching it out of a bad purpose, just click off. There's been many people that will leave their comment, and I will always reply to the comments. I know I'm very slow at the moment, guys, but I do reply. And I let you voice, and I'll have my opinion back. And then I'm like, if you don't like it, please leave. As Squeaky Chair says. But I still get sometimes the same accounts. And I'm like, why are you still watching? If my content offends you that much, why are you still watching? Do you actually have nothing better to do than just to spout nastiness? If I watch someone's video and I don't like it, I click off. If you really don't like it, you can even hide that channel so that you don't see it. And there has been a few where I've said to people many times, like, please don't watch the channel. If it offends you that much, please click off. And then I'll see another comment, and I think you're still watching. I will get to a point, I just take that decision out of that person's hand, and I will just remove you from the channel. I think if all you're going to do is just be nastiness or pick silly faults to do with sometimes the way I pronounce words. I'm sorry, I never went to elocution lessons, and I speak how I speak. Sometimes I can be proper and prim if I'm out at a lovely restaurant, and half the time I'm sitting here like, the water in Mallorca don't taste like it all. Like, that is me, and if it offends you the way I talk, please don't watch. Simple as. I went on a little tangent there. Let me just grab a bit of water, and then let's get in with the months of October, November, December. We'll see the overall, you'll get the amount, and we will compare it back to 2022. Right, so coming into, did I tell you September? I can't remember if I did, guys. We went on such a tangent there. I know we got to the 83 subscribers gained, but for that month I earned £892.22, if I forgot to tell you. Coming into October, we dropped again to 91,000 views. That was a 25,900 in watch hours, we gained a few more subscribers. We gained 91 this month, and the revenue for that month was $859.51. So that would have been the month when the holiday vlogs went live. We would have had some Halloween content, a few normal vlogs, and getting back into the swing of things. I know though that last autumn it did throw me. Having the holiday so early, I didn't feel I had time to prepare for autumn. So that may have been slightly a little bit of me, but the content was still there, but it might just not have been received as we thought. Now coming into November is when normally it starts to pick up because it's Christmas content. You guys love the decorating videos and everything like that. We dropped even more. We dropped to 84,300 hours. No, views. So again, that's like gone another 7,000 down. It equivalated to 21.8 thousand watch hours. So again, 4,000 less. Subscribers weren't too bad. We was hitting 95, so we was getting closer to that 100. However, the estimated revenue that we made that month was £956.11. So it may have been that the views had dropped, but it might have been that you guys were watching the ads a bit more and it crept up. Looking at the statistics of this, it looks like definitely as we're coming towards the middle of November, we're starting to decorate for Christmas. I know we was late last year decorating, and that is where you can see it spiking. Getting ready for Christmas, putting it all up, the house tour, the room tour. That seems to have been where it picked up. Getting into December, we had 132,000 views. So again, that has shot up. We've gone up 50,000 just under. And that was a total of 49.7 thousand watch hours. However, this normally in December when it goes up you gain the most subscribers, but we actually dropped quite a lot again. It was only 71 that we gained throughout the month of December. But again, there must have been more ads. You guys must have been watching or interacting a lot more. I don't know how it works, but the cost that I earned that month was £1,151.54. So it may be we didn't have as many subscribers joining, but whatever you guys are watching, whether that be the vlogs, looking at my content for December, we was back on the daily uploads. So I feel that definitely could have done. And then I think towards the end looking at it, I was ill. So what I did do was have 2 days where we had, one day we had 3 uploads, then New Year's Eve we had back-to-back uploads, and then New Year's Day we had back-to-back uploads. So it definitely does figure around looking at this whereabouts we fit in. Because also we had hauls, we had vlogs. So it all just depends with the content, guys, to be perfectly honest. So when you look over the year as a total, throughout the year of 2023, we had 1.478711. So almost 1.5 million placeback in a year, which is very, very good. I mean, I look at my page and I think it does still tell you guys. I don't know, is it on the about? Is there not an about page anymore? Community, membership. Guys, have they took our about page off? Oh no, they haven't. I'm like, where has that gone? We have had 2.9 million views and 1.5 million of those was last year. So wow, okay. 890 videos. I'm happy with that, guys. So 1.4 million views, almost 1.5. And you look at the playback base CPM. So all this CPM and RPM is something to do with the ads, with the revenue that they pay you. That is what I've learned. And looking at this, I averaged between £9 to £13 per ad. 1 month was £17.22. November, wow. Again, that might be why it went up, because I don't know. I have no idea. And it even breaks it down into you for like how much is YouTube Premium. So a lot of you guys who have YouTube Premium where you don't have the ads, I think they base it on how long you watch the video, and then they form some sort of, I don't know, guys, it's all very complicated to say the least. But and then there's also transaction revenue, which I think is to do with likes and things like that. So for the total of 2023, this is purely just what I was going to say Just Eat paid me. Just Eat do not pay me anything. They take money from my bank left, right, centre. Just for YouTube alone. So this doesn't include when I've had sponsorships, ads and collaborations, anything like that. Just from YouTube alone for 2023, I earned £10,355.92. And as I say, that is purely content from what you've watched on ads or interaction, anything like that. That isn't with, as I say, sponsorships. We actually had quite a few collaborations last year. We had HelloFresh, we had Temu, there was a few collaborations I think with an Amazon company and little bits of bobs with that when we was going out. So that was just purely for the overall. Now when you look at it overall, it has increased a lot. So 2022, for example, for the whole year, the channel had 931,000 views. And when you jump to 2023, we had 1.3 million views. So we definitely have upscaled. And oh, sorry guys, I've got such an itchy eye. We definitely have upscaled, and it was actually 43% more than the previous year. When you look at 2022, we ended on 285,300 watch hours. And 2023 was 453,800. So again, that was 59% more. So that was, we had doubled the amount of hours that someone had watched us. So thank you so much, guys. And then this is where it takes the turn. So 2022, I gained 2,500 subscribers. Obviously, we had quite a few losses within last year, and I gained 1,600. So I actually gained 35% less than I did the previous year. And as I say, hopefully this year picks up and we're back on track and it's all good to go, because it's not nice when you affect someone's, well, it's their livelihood and it's their hobby. That is the thing, like, this was never meant to be a place for maliciousness. And unfortunately, I wish you could have it almost like, you know, with any other social media, you can block, you can report, all of that jazz. With YouTube, you can't actually block and stop them reappearing. So you can block an account, but they can then go and create another account. And it just is a vicious cycle. I wish YouTube had the boundaries, say, like TikTok and Instagram, that if you block it, you block it. So who knows? And then in 2022, I earned £6,694.67. And then obviously last year, I earned £10,355.92. So we earn about 7, 8, 9, 10, about £4,000 extra looking at this overall. Looking at this as well, it seems to be, when you look at the growth of it, 2022, it really started to peak in the autumn and winter months for me. But looking at last year, it was pretty consistent, but my biggest months was February to June looking at this. And I do still think that's the log cabin, guys. I do think that is indeed. But I mean, I cannot just say how much I do appreciate you all, and I like to think that you can see that. As I say, I know you're thinking, I've left you a comment, you're still not replied. Guys, I wish I had the time to literally just sit down. I think if I sat down for a whole day, I could get through them. 24 hours, boom. I don't know if that, I'm afraid. So I literally, whenever I have a spare moment, when if I'm not working or I'm not editing or I'm not filming or I'm not doing my course, I'm like, right, I try and catch up with the comments. So as I say, please don't shout at me, because if you can't get hold of me on here, you can chat to me over on my Instagram. It's always down below, or my email. If you want something a bit more private, you can always email me. And again, I try and spread myself between all of them to get back to you. But I do just want to say, whether 2023 was an up and down year, but for those that have stuck around and those that have joined me, hi, welcome. I would love to know down below how long you've been with me. When did you find me? Where did you find me? And also what makes you stick around, because I get so fathomed when people send me pictures of me on their TV, or I'm just like, I'm a girl that makes videos from her room. Like, It's so weird, and I really wish that I could meet more of you guys. I've only actually ever been spotted once by a lovely mum and daughter, but if you guys ever see me out and about, as I say, southeast of England, Essex, Kent, Cambridge, all of that jazz, maybe even in London. I practically live in London half the time at the moment. If you see me out and about, please come over. Please come over. Please just talk honestly. I might be a bit at the beginning because it is actually still like, it's different for me because I'm like, hi. Like, please don't take it if I look at you like, huh? Because it's my nerves as well. If you guys are nervous, trust me, I'm double as nervous because I'm like, oh my God. And then I'm like, hi. And I get into like my swing. But my initial thing is like, are they calling me? Like, huh? I don't know what to do. I still get like struck that you guys know who I am. So yeah, all I'm saying is if you ever see me or Mama G, if you see her out and about, or if she's on the train going into town, or if she's at a shopping centre, just pop over. Maybe don't run towards Mama G. She might get very shell shocked. I mean, she's had to have tests on all of her heart, so I probably wouldn't run screaming at her. Maybe just a hi, or she'll be absolutely fine. Mum's actually been spotted more than me, guys. When Mum pops into the next town for the shopping centre, she's like, right, get on the bus, then I get to the train, then I get there, she'll walk around, she'll be like, guess I was not, what did she say the other day? She was in Lakeside and she was going down the escalator in the new Marks and Spencer, and she was going down and she said, I just heard, ooh, and Mum's like, she's just in a world of her own, and then they heard, Mama G. And Mum turned around and she said, there's this lady with her child. And Mum was like, hi. So Mum stopped at the top of the escalator and the lady come up and she just chit-chats to anyone. So yes, if you see either of us, please do let us know. And as I say, we love to have photos with you guys. If you do have any, or say someone, because Mum's phone's ancient. Can't be sending Mum no pictures. If you ever see Mum out and about and I'm not there and you just have a picture, please send it to my email, because there will be a part in my scrapbook which is all just for the YouTube bit. Part of me is actually thinking just to get a scrapbook for the YouTube bits, because I keep absolutely everything that you guys send in forms of like cards, letters, photographs, postcards, anything like that goes in the memory box, and then hopefully I'll put it all through to a scrapbook. But anyway, guys, I am rabbiting. I just wanted to say I appreciate you all so much. Whether you watch me for good or whether you watch me for bad, that's up to you. But you know what? It all helps. As Tesco says, every little helps. Whether it be good, what was the saying? Any publicity is good publicity. That's how I have to live life. But guys, if you did enjoy the video, you know what to do. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe down below. And leave me a comment. What do you think of 2023? How do you think the channel went? And yeah, any comments at all on it. But take care, stay safe as always. Thank you so much once again, and here's to what the channel's got for 2024 and 2025 when your girl hits the big 3-0. See you later, guys. Bye.